$100 million leads, mastering Google. Yesterday, I read some more of $100 million leads. Actually, we read a lot. Basically, there's like, okay, we're reading the section about paid ads, and Hormozy's like, there's four problems you need to solve once you decide to solve paid ads or to do paid ads. That is where to put, what platform to use, how to target, how to get the people that will be interested in your thing to be most interested. So targeting, how to create the ad, I forgot the fourth one. How to create the ad, create winning ads. And was it something about budget? No. Okay, before we check that one, let's just start with the first problem to solve, which is which platform to use. And basically there's a 4-point framework he uses to decide the platform. You've used the platform, so you know how it works. You can create ads via the platform's like format. You've got the minimum amount of money. Needed to advertise on the platform, and your target ideal client avatar is on that platform that can be targeted. Okay, we solved all these. We're using Meta and Google. Second is how to find the people that will be interested in your stuff. So how do you target? Basically 2 ways you can target lookalike audiences and based on interests. We're not doing any targeting because we're using local marketing, so we're already implicitly using local targeting, which makes it super narrow already. Now we're about to get into how to create the ad, and there's 3 parts to every ad: the call out, the value, and then the call to action. Okay? Now I need to see what this 4th one is that I'm missing. Getting permission to contact them. So we'll get that. That will be the 4th one. Copy competition. Replicate before you iterate. Copy competition if you don't know what platform and placements to use. Okay. One goal for targeting is to get as many people to see your thing that will potentially be interested as possible, that you think will be interested. Okay? Let's now get into the call out section. All right, I just read this big intro section of the call out. Didn't read the whole section because I just thought this was enough to digest for now. There's a lot to it, but basically one huge takeaway I get from this section is the call out of the anatomy of the ad. You got the 3 parts of an ad. The call out is the absolutely most important part of the ad by a lot. And he used a quote from David Ogilvy that's basically, after they read your headline, 80 cents of your advertising dollar has been spent. So most of the money is going to be spent on your call out. So it's the most important thing. It's the highest leverage thing. It's the thing that Hormozy spends the most attention and time and effort on as part of the ad. Pretty simple. What is a call out? Well, a call out is anything you do or say to get someone's attention. It could be specific, it could be hyper specific, it could be more broad, but all that matters is that you get the people you're trying to get's attention. And in fact, you're trying to get as much attention from the people that could be interested or are likely to be interested as possible. Okay? So you want to be specific, but as broad as possible. Specific to get the attention, but as broad as possible to get as many people's attention. Okay. His next section's all about verbal callouts. There's, I think, 4 types he puts in. One of them's group. One of them's yes questions. I didn't really look. That's just what I saw. Surely I'm missing things. Yeah, the thing he tests, Hormozy says to test most is the call out. Put the most effort in, call out. Oh, one thing I'm forgetting. Cocktail party effect is basically where even in a loud environment with lots of different stimuli going on, you can place your attention on one thing and or a small set of things. And that's kind of what we're doing with advertising. It's a nice analogy. When you're scrolling on Facebook, you're trying to like grab their attention from the noise and get the user's attention, right? Through all the noise, you want to get your message across, your ad. Yep, and your name specifically is like a great example of what pierces through like all the stimulus. Is like if you hear your name, you look. Every time, basically. It's one of the greatest attention grabbers is your literal name. All right, now I'm going to read the section on verbal callouts here. All right, I'm not typically fatigued, but I'm just tired for some reason. Anyway, just a little fatigued. We got through all the verbal callouts types, as well as the paragraph after that. It's really crazy how much time Hormozy and how much expertise he has, how much time he spent on this book and his knowledge and his depth of expertise in this world is because of this world of business and entrepreneurship and digital marketing, because he makes it so clear. He's thought through this stuff so much. 4 types of verbal call outs he's seen are it was like identity, not location, but I'm forgetting the term, but it's basically group. It's like you identify yourself with a group, but your ideal client avatar, your ICA, needs to identify with the call out for it to be effective. So like he used a term like Clark County moms or something like that. Gym owners, chiropractors, homeowners or something. Can be more specific. He loves to use this location plus identity or trait or something, and the more specific you use the location, and the better. So like U.S. citizens versus Nebraskans versus Omaha residents. Better, more specific. Their verbal call out is yes questions, basically like, do you have blank? Do you blank? Yes questions. That's how a good verbal call out. Oh, what else, man? Gosh. Verbal call out. Man. If then statements, like if you have X, we can help you. If then statements. Then the 4th one is ridiculous claims. Yep, those are the 4. I was trying to create some for my own, for the businesses we market for, just for thought experiment, develop these ideas more. And then basically he was like, there's also nonverbal callouts, such as noises or visuals. And he says the best advertisers use visual and non-visual callouts together in harmony. And that's what we do right now. On Facebook, we have, like, our call-out system is basically a screen with words. It's like a question. Do you have blank? And it's like the certain important words balloon, they like pop and they make noises. And then like the question pops up and then makes those noises, dynamic, and then it pops another statement below, like, this is for you. So kind of an if then, but more of a yes question. Now, what was that term for the groups? Surely there's a more succinct way to think of it. Labels. There it is, labels. And yeah, I'm like, this is good stuff, really good stuff. Or the next time it's time for me to refresh ads and make new creatives, like, mark this call outs, just do call outs, do more call out variations, do different visuals, do different call out, verbal call outs, like stuff like that. Super easy. That's it. All right. Talk to you guys later.